The bright lights of Los Angeles have witnessed their share of sporting drama. But as the curtain fell prematurely on yet another Lakers playoff run, a single question echoed across the city of Angels. What's next for this storied franchise? Just days after the Lakers bowed out of the 2024-25 postseason against the Minnesota Timberwolves, fans and pundits alike are scouring every rumor and trade whisper for hope. The most tantalizing prospect yet? A potential trade with the Chicago Bulls that could finally fix Los Angeles' front-court puzzle and reignite dreams of another championship parade down Figueroa Street. Post-season, post-mortem, depth dilemmas, and new directions. The Lakers' early playoff exit was more than just a loss. It was an exposé on the team's underlying flaws. Despite all the pre-deadline excitement surrounding the blockbuster acquisition of Luka Doncic, the departure of Anthony Davis left a gaping chasm at the center position. Coach J.J. Redick was forced to improvise, juggling lineups with no dependable big man to anchor the paint. The result was a team with championship aspirations, but a glaring Achilles heel: razor-thin front-court depth. The front office, led by Rob Pelinka, has been candid. There are no regrets in chasing star power, but the urgent need for reliable centers looms large, especially with LeBron James's future hanging in the balance. The off-season mission is clear: bring in proven big men or risk falling behind in an ever-competitive Western Conference landscape. The Bulls connection: Chicago emerges as the ideal trade partner. Enter the Chicago Bulls, a team approaching a summer of soul-searching and quite possibly a roster overhaul. According to insider reports from the Chicago Sun-Times Joe Cowley, two of the Bulls' centerpieces, Nikola Vucevic and Zach Collins, could be up for grabs. Both big men, each with just 1 year left on their current deals, present attractive, low-risk options for any team hoping to shore up its frontcourt without mortgaging their long-term future. Let's take a closer look at what each Bulls big man brings to the table. Nikola Vucevic, the experienced all-arounder at 34 years old. Vucevic may be past his all-star peak, but the 14-year veteran remains a model of consistency and professionalism. Last season with Chicago, he averaged 18.5 points, 10.1 rebounds, and 3.5 assists per game, impressive numbers reflecting both reliability and versatility. Even more notable, his shooting split. Vucevic knocked down 53% from the field and a stellar 40.2% from beyond the arc, making him a true stretch five who could open up the Lakers' offense in ways fans have only dreamed of in recent years. Vucevic's resume speaks volumes. Nearly 1,000 NBA games across 3 franchises. He's a locker room leader and a proven scorer. For a Lakers squad desperate for stability and experience in the paint, he might just be the ideal short-term fit. Zach Collins, the young, physical presence at 27. Collins is a more traditional big, tough, physical, and determined in the fight for rebounds. Though not known for flashy box scores, his numbers are quietly respectable. 6.4 points and 4.5 boards per game this past season, split between the Spurs and the Bulls. His efficiency, highlighted by a 50.7% field goal percentage, speaks to a player who knows his role and plays within his strength. Collins offers valuable interior defense and a willingness to do the dirty work, making him a perfect complement to a team with offensive firepower like the Lakers. He might not command headlines, but these are the kinds of glue guys championship teams. How a trade could work. Of course, no trade scenario is complete without examining the financials, and this one is no. Both Vucevic and Collins are on sizable contracts, $21.4 million and $18 million for the 2025-26 season. For the Lakers, that means moving some significant contracts to make the numbers align. Los Angeles does have options here. With Rui Hachimura, $18.2 million, Gabe Vincent, $11.5 million, and Maxi Kleber, $11 million, all on expiring deals, Pelinka holds a trio of enticing trade chips. Combine any 2 of those contracts plus a draft pick, and it starts to look like a deal the Bulls' front office would have to consider. Especially if Chicago is committed to a rebuild and doesn't envision Vucevic or Collins as part of the. For the Lakers, the math isn't just about salaries. It's about fit, chemistry, and keeping championship win. But there's added urgency. Making a compelling move in the frontcourt might be the very thing that convinces LeBron James, a pending free agent, to run it back in purple. And Bull. Why Chicago might say yes, it takes 2. And from Chicago's perspective, this deal has. The Bulls are in transition, having fallen short of the playoffs and facing big questions about the core of their roster. Moving on from Vucevic and Collins in exchange for flexible expiring contracts plus a draft pick could pave the way for a youth-driven rebuild and salary cap flexibility in 2020. Moreover, neither Vucevic nor Collins has shown signs of being a long-term. By opening roster spots and stocking future assets, the Bulls can set themselves up for a more dynamic future and avoid lingering late game, a championship, or it's no secret that the Lakers are all in on the present. With a roster led by Luka Doncic and potentially LeBron James, every decision is made with banners in mind. The lack of frontcourt depth was the difference between title talk and an early flight home this season. Shoring up the center spot, whether it's Vucevic's veteran savvy or Collins' ability, could be the missing piece to unlock the team. Pelinka and the Lakers front office know what's at stake. This offseason isn't just about tweaks. It's about seizing the moment before championship windows close. Every transaction, every phone call, every negotiation will be scrutinized by fans starving for another Larry O'Brien. High stakes, high drama. So, the Lakers' need for size is obvious, and the Chicago Bulls, ripe for a reset, just might be the perfect trade partner. Whether it's the high IQ, well-rounded game of Nikola Vucevic or the hard-nosed hustle of Zach Collins, Los Angeles fans can expect fireworks in the weeks ahead. Rob Pelinka's next move could very well define the franchise's trajectory for years. As the NBA postseason continues, all eyes will be on the front offices in Chicago. Will we see a blockbuster deal that changes the West's balance of power? Stay tuned, because this summer promises drama, surprises, and, Lakers fans hope, a happy ending. Before you go, let's keep the conversation going. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this inside. Look at the Lakers' offseason plans. And let us know in the comments. Which Bulls big man would you rather see in gold? Vucevic. Your take might just show up in our next video.